I don't know if you recall, those of you who were here in my when I visited here for the first time. I said one of the reasons that I would like to join the club is to work on my communication skills, and I do not like to talk in public. And 2 weeks ago, that was an indication to confirm that I do not like to talk in public. I came here, I said the basic stuff. And tonight is the time, is the first step that I'm going to take to get rid of all the negativities that stop me from talking in public. I'm going to start tonight to overcome all the obstacles. I'm taking the first step tonight. And I believe most of you, in every language, no matter what language you speak, you always go to someone, ask that person, if a family member or a friend, you will say, let me tell you a story. And no matter what language it is, it has the same meaning. Nelson, as a Spanish speaker, you will say, déjame que te cuente una historia, right? And in French, you will say, laissez-moi vous raconter une histoire. In Creole, you will say, quittez me raconter une histoire. It has the same meaning. We telling story to people to convey a message. Usually a friend has a problem and we want to talk to that particular friend or the family member. We start by saying, let me tell you a story. It's a message that we want to give to that person. And before I tell my story tonight, I would like to thank everyone here to give me the opportunity to be your storyteller. In January 1977, I caught a flight with Air France from Port-au-Prince, Haiti to Miami International Airport. When I got here, I said, wow, that's fantastic. It was my first time being at the airport. I didn't know if I was travel. And my father-in-law came to me. He said, get up, dress up, we're going to church. Instead of going to church, I saw myself at the airport in Port-au-Prince. And I said, what are we doing here? I thought we were going to church. He said, no, you're going to Miami to see your mother. I said, how about school? I have to go to school. He said, you're going to school in the US. I said, no, I'm not going to learn anything because I don't know how to speak English. Well, when I got here, I said to my mother, listen, I don't know a word in English. And I don't know how am I going to learn. And she said, well, a lot of kids came here, they don't know any English. Even myself, I didn't know any English, but I do a little English to fit. I do know English now. I'm able to go to work. I'm able to understand what my boss wants from me to get the job done and get enough money to educate you guys. I said, no. I usually get A's in my class. I'm not going to come here, sit in a classroom where I do not understand anything and end up by getting 0. And I told her I would prefer to go back to Haiti. She said, okay. If you think you will be doing better in school over there, I will let you go back. So I went back after 3 months. My brother sent me a letter. He said, well, I know how to speak English. I said, wow, did you do that in 3 months? He said, well, I got a girlfriend who knows how to speak English. I said, I said, that's good. I'm coming. I said, you know the problem is, in 3 months you know how to speak English, that's great. But you wrote a simple letter to me in French, and every sentence there's something wrong with it. I would like to speak English, but I don't want to forget my French. And I come back here. I started high school and started to learn little English. My first problem was I went to the cafeteria. I didn't know the name of the food. Someone was in front of me, and when they asked him what would you like to have, and he said same thing. Myself, I thought that was a food that called same thing. I didn't even say the word same thing when I got in front of the lady. I said ting ting. Next day, I went back to the cafeteria. They asked me, what do you want? I said ting ting. They gave me something to eat that I didn't like, and I went to explain it to a friend of mine. He started to laugh. He said, no, there's no such thing like ting ting. The person said, same thing, not ting ting. Well, I guess then I started to walk around with a dictionary, and whatever I heard, pay more attention so I can learn. And it's about it. To talk more, it will need more times. I think I will stop at this stage here. Thank you.
That's